Track Podcast. I am Ray, aka the Grand, and this is my beautiful co-host. You got your name?
Go. Can we do it again? Oh, no.
Terrible.
Alright, I'm ready this time. Alright, as you go.
We're shaking, y'all. This is the Opposites Attract Podcast. You can see the silliness, right? I am the Grand, and this is my beautiful co-host. You forgot your name again? How can she not remember her name, y'all? I'm gonna need y'all to tell me why she can't remember her name.
Wait, because you make me nervous and you say, this is my co-host. And
You're really living up to the Encore.
Oh.
You're living up to the Encore.
Okay. Wait, you guys. I'm ready.
Let's try this again.
This is the third time? This
Third
is the
time's the charm.
time, right?
20th.
I don't really like odd numbers, but we can ready for that.
We're shaking, y'all. This is Ray, aka the Grand, and this is my beautiful co-host.
AIsia, aka Encore. Do you want more? AKA.
Thank you.
More,
And
AKA, no AKA, name. We don't need those.
And this is the Opposites Attract Podcast. I want to start off by saying we apologize for the delay. I know it's been a while since we did our Neighborhood Nip episode. You know, schedules are crazy. We're still trying to figure this thing out, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, I think so. Also, I just want to say Ray is out here looking mad fly. Did not tell me we was getting dressed up today, and wash day for all my naturals. It's a struggle, so I gotta do it tomorrow when I ain't got nowhere to be. So, hobo chic, it's hot right now, so.
Hobo chic, that's a thing. It's
yeah.
in right now, because I just said so.
Yeah, I said so. So,
you want to tell me what we're going to do today?
Yeah, so I'm gonna start with just a small little intro to this topic.
Okay.
One night, my fiance came home and he's like, oh, I'm about to go out to the bar with my cousins, have a good time. I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm like, when we go out, when you've been in a relationship for so long, what are the limitations? Like, what should you not be doing when you're out? You know what I mean? So
T inspired this.
He inspired this.
Okay.
He inspires a lot. So I'm just like, all right, what is proper etiquette when you are in a relationship, when you decide to go out to the club, bar, whatever? What do you
Don't
think?
go is not the answer?
I mean, if
No.
that's your answer, it can be. But is that realistic?
That's very true. Very true. Very true. Very true. That's a good question. It hasn't come up in my relationship at all because by the time I met Lauren, she was kind of moving away from being out and about like that.
Okay.
She had two friends when I met her that when she did go out and if it was amongst clubs, she actually, her friend knew club promoters and stuff like that, so they would get invited out quite a bit. If this was old Ray, shout out to Vern because Vern will always refer to his old self.
He's old. He's almost 40.
Oh, goodness. If you spoke to early 20s Ray, he would say don't go at all.
Okay. Early 20s, right?
Would say
You
don't
was
go.
all lame in your 20s, right?
Don't go at all.
What?
But
Why?
just because in my mind that was just the nest egg for the nonsense.
Okay.
My stigma about clubs was really bad at that time because all the friends I knew that hung out in clubs, that went out for the weekends and stuff like that, it was always some bull crap that happened.
Okay.
It was always some drama. It was always some extra shenanigans. So my stigma about the club at that time was just like, no. I just don't even want to be with somebody that goes. Period.
Okay, so the answer is no.
That was the answer.
At that time.
At that time. Now, I'm like, go have fun.
But
if
what
I gotta
does
tell
have fun
you,
mean?
if I'm not there, you shouldn't be doing it. And if you wouldn't have did it if I was standing there, then you shouldn't be doing it while I'm not there.
Okay.
But I don't put too much stipulation on what a person should or should not do because I don't like to feel like I'm controlling nobody.
So I think that what this kind of plays into is that there's a level of respect there. Like, for me, if I'm not there and you out in the terms of my dear cousin Blue, riding cheeks. If I'm not there and you feel like you want to dance and it's appropriate, okay. I don't really want to know the details, but you can be like, yeah, I caught a few dubs. All right, great, live your life. You're not buying nobody drinks. Mm-hmm. You're not up in nobody, you're not dancing with the same girl for more than a song, because that's getting crazy.
Yeah.
And you need to put your hands in appropriate places.
Yeah.
Because I feel like for us, dancing is a bit more provocative than,
Provocative
if
is the perfect word
if
for it.
you're in a place where you just, we don't do that.
This ain't Disco Tuesdays.
Yeah, that's not our thing. So I feel like there's a way to be appropriate when you're out. But if I'm there, obviously you're not doing none of that. Like, cut it.
And you gotta, I think as a man and as a woman, you gotta really just peep the signs of the people around you. You know, when you feel awkward, that's your body's biological senses telling you, yo, that's not it, bruh. Like, and don't ignore that. If that's coming into play, for me, if that's coming into play, and if your body is trying to tell you, if you got the little voice in the back of your head telling you this might not be it.
With that.
We do. We just oftentimes ignore it.
Oh, that's
we just often. I just gotta be honest. Oftentimes it hits us. We get the good stuff that goes, bruh, and we're like, man, shut up. And that's usually what happens. Yeah. No, I am not Steve Harvey. I'm not giving away secrets. This should be known by now that men tend to argue or ignore their more common sense driven parts of themselves. We do. It's just honest. But if you feel uncomfortable, you feel awkward in the moment, it's probably your body's way of saying, chill out. Back away. Flag on the play.
Okay.
I think that's a safe way to look at it because, like I said, I try not to get into the habit of you shouldn't be doing this or you should do that or you should not do that or don't do that or don't. That's a little bit much. I didn't get into a relationship to be somebody's puppet master. Okay. So I'm gonna trust that
pay attention to your internal warning signs. I'm telling you, you're going a little too far. But what if you're out and somebody else takes it too far? Like, true story, probably one of the worst things that ever happened to me. If you're from upstate, you know it's Sneaky Pete's. Right?
Oh, yeah.
There's point in time Sneaky Pete's existed. Me and Terrell weren't together at this time. I think I had just turned 18. I'm in a club, minding my business, dancing with my friends, and all of a sudden I feel a hand between my legs. Right?
Whoa.
And I turned, and just like that, the person had, like, mixed into the crowd. I thought I was about to, like, beat somebody up. So, guys sometimes, girls as well, I understand. Guys sometimes don't understand that, like, there are boundaries when you're out and there are limits. Like, just because a girl is dressed provocatively, or I think it was Halloween too, so I was in a costume, but, like, you don't have the right to touch me, especially not in that way. Like, some people might do the, excuse me. Okay.
Yeah, that's
but something like that is crazy. So, unfortunately, this happens a lot. So, some things are really out of your control. If you're dancing with somebody, though, some people will touch feely and their hands start creeping in places they don't need to be. Do you do the, we going in the air? Or do you do the, I'm moving away? Hold on, guys, 1942 is ringing.
And that would be the phone. No, actually, I think you gotta check people immediately. I know it's a little harder for women because, it's men, they're usually in groups and all of that other craziness. So, you guys got to be mindful of that because if you react in a way that's overly aggressive, you don't know what kind of response you're going to get.
Right.
But I think that's something that needs to be checked immediately. I don't care if it's going to the bouncer and being like, listen, we got a couple of guys that's in here.
Just not being
They're being a little bit extra. I don't want to make a scene, so I'm telling you, you might want to correct it. I can point him out. He's wearing whatever.
I'm sorry. Harriet Tubman is trying to get in touch with
you. Listen, well, the Underground Railroad has been closed for some time now.
This guy.
They're trying to get me, people. You know how these guys are.
Y'all know Ray's affiliations. He's the conductor.
Illuminati.
Oh. I have nothing to do with that. Do not come for me.
The thoughts and views. That's when you put the disclaimer on. But yeah, I really think that you gotta check it because I think that's one of the things. I think guys get comfortable. There's no repercussions for their actions.
What is the comfort in that? Like,
I don't know.
Who are you to think you can just go up and invade my space? And that's why, like, sometimes I'd rather just not go out unless Terrell is with me. Because I'm like, no one's gonna try that. But at the same time, as couples, you still have to keep your individuality at some degree. And for some people, that means being out. That means partying. That means, that's how you, decompress.
Being out in the environment.
All right, sure, what have you. But know how to behave. Like,
I think people should know how to behave, but I think once you go out and you try something once and it's courageous and it's bold and you think it works, and I'm saying that because You know, somebody not responding might send you the message that it was okay and, hey, I got away with it, so maybe I can try it again next time. And I think after a couple of times of doing it and trying it and doing it and trying it and nobody checks you over it, it's like,
keep doing it.
I can just do whatever I want when I come here.
Ugh.
Oh, word?
Disgusting.
Last 15 ain't do nothing about it. And I think deep down they know it's not cool. They know it's not right.
Oh, yeah.
But I just think it goes back to that whole, I know it ain't right, but since ain't nobody checking me for it, I'm gonna just keep doing it. It's whatever. I'm gonna just keep on. But guys, when you're going out,
keep your hands to yourself.
Have some dignity.
Oh,
have a little bit of dignity. You know, if she's throwing you some play, that's cool.
Sorry.
Look, she's trying to play piano now. But if she's throwing you a little play and that's the mutual energy that you're in and you're in a safe space to be in that energy with that woman, then cool. But if ain't nobody invite you, don't be showing up to the party. That's the best way I can put it without going too vulgar. You heard the cat, guys? The cat, that was his way of saying I agree. If you didn't hear him.
But so how do you know that it's getting to a point where okay, now we're crossing the line?
I mean, like I said earlier, the moment you start feeling awkward.
But some people aren't that attuned to their body to really.
That's true.
Pay attention to it. So what are the telltale signs?
Well, one is a blatant grope that you didn't ask for.
Yeah.
If you feel like he's being a little bit too aggressive with being grind on, and and it's like the dance has become a mandatory dry hump, that might be a sign that it's getting a little bit too extra. He might be getting a little too excited, or it's becoming a little bit too intense. So you might want to get up out of there.
And so is it appropriate then to come home and be like, yo, this is what happened tonight? Or do you just be like, I don't want to know? Like, okay, you had a night. Or do you want, a rundown of the night?
I would say know your partner. Know your partner. If you know your partner really don't care about none of that and they trust you enough to where they don't, unless something crazy happened where you're like, I don't want you to not know this.
Yeah.
But if it's something minor that you know your partner don't really care too much about, whatever. I enjoyed myself. A couple chicks acted a fool, but I ignored them and kept it moving. Me and my guys had a good time. And you can kind of leave it there. But if you know you're in a relationship with someone who wants to know what happened, or if there's anything that's going on that they want to know,
I want the play-by-play.
Yeah.
What happened at 11:07?
Yeah.
What are you doing at 11:22? I'm just kidding. Not that crazy. I just like details, so I really want to know.
Yeah. So
I just care about the details.
If you have a partner and you know your partner well enough to know, all right, I need to know exactly what happened. If there was some out-of-pocket situation that took place, I need to know about them.
Okay.
Then you might want to share that information. Just as a courtesy to say, look, here it is, transparent.
So that's okay. So that's nightlife, right? Where are you at with your partner having close friends of the opposite sex?
I don't care.
No?
Don't care. Like I said earlier, I'm not one of those, don't have this one, don't talk to this one, because now you become a prisoner. It's not. We were free people before we decided to join.
To an extent.
Free. Well, yeah, as free as we could possibly be. But I can't. When you come into a situation, you came in to kind of collaborate and join lives and stuff like that. You didn't come into the relationship to totally get rid of the life you had before that.
Sure.
So I kind of look at it like, yo, if you cool with people, you cool with people, all right? And then that's where, like people say it all the time, you got to think about the trust level. Like, all right, if you trust them,
then it shouldn't be an issue.
Yeah, then it shouldn't be an issue if he knows a female or whatever the case is or whatever, or if he, all right, cool.
And I feel like there's sometimes, a lot of value in having a close friend of the opposite gender.
Mm-hmm.
For a lot of reasons, but sometimes it's just nice to be able to be like, yo, this is where I'm at, this is what I'm looking for, what do you think about this, and you get a very different perspective, and sometimes you need that. I've avoided a lot of arguments that way, and being like, am I just bugging, is this a big deal? No,
sometimes
it's not.
Sometimes when you have a friend that's of the opposite sex, they can give you an insight into how your partner is thinking that you may not be considering despite the argument you're having. They might not your partner may not be being clear enough. And you might be like, yo, man, listen. she was ticking me off, and this is what she kept saying, but I didn't understand it. And your friend might be like, hold up, wait, been there, done that. Here's the breakdown, and you might, walk away from that. She might walk away from, or you might walk away from that conversation. I'm like, oh, all right, so that's what she was trying to say. Right. That's what she was trying to do, or whatever the case is. So, I think in those situations, it works out great. Like, all right, I got somebody outside of my lady who can give me some insight that I'm not really picking up from my lady.
But there are levels to this. Again,
very true.
Just to be mindful of that. But I do see a lot of people like, oh, my partner can't, talk to people, or have close friends that are the opposite sex, and I feel like a lot of that is insecurity. Because why? Yeah. Like, if you know your position and you know that it's secured, it shouldn't be an issue. Like, my partner came in with a girl best friend. Like, she was here before me. Who am I to now be like,
she gotta go?
Oh, sorry, that's deaded.
Yeah.
That's like his childhood friend. They've been connected for a very long time. And there's a level of respect there that, he knows, she knows. There's not any crossing of lines, anything. It's not like they've been romantic in the past. It's nothing like that. That I can understand why you might be a little on edge if this person and their friend had a relationship at some point in the past. I can understand how that can be a little, challenging to navigate. But at the same time, it's like, trust your partner. And if you are that concerned that they have a friend of the opposite sex, something's not right. Like, or something's got to be checked, or have a conversation about it and figure out why you're feeling that way. But I don't know why.
I think I'll forever live by the mindset of nobody has a right to control anyone, and if you're that controlling, like I just said, because of your insecurities, then you might need to take some more time being single and figuring you out and getting over those things, because nobody deserves to get into a relationship to feel like a prisoner. I don't care, male, female, whatever. Nobody deserves to get into a relationship and feel like they're a prisoner. Where'd you go? How long you gonna be there? What time you coming home? What time did you leave? When you coming back? How many friends you got? How many of them are girls? That's too much. That for me, it's way too much, and then it becomes, like I said, it becomes a prison as opposed to a relationship. Nobody should have that much control over one person. Now, if you're into that kind of thing and you like having somebody that's that in tune and that, I call it overbearing, then more power to you. But to me, your freedom is everything. It's already bad enough that people are starting to see that our freedoms are limited as they are. But then to get in a relationship with someone and now they're like the little bit of freedom that you do get to enjoy is now dictated by the helicopter girlfriend or the helicopter boyfriend who wants to know your every move and every second of your day. It kind of gets tiring.
I don't know.
Half these people ain't that in tune with their kids. I'm just saying.
Is boiling hot.
I'm just saying. Half of them ain't that in tune with their kids, but they want to know where the girlfriend at. 24/7. I said it. It is what it is.
Drink my water.
That's a moment to drink water.
Woo! So, yes. About that. Okay.
I still love y'all, but
Woo! You out here just serving the tea, piping hot.
Anything else?
Woo. Yeah, he's out of control.
Sorry, y'all.
You made me lose my train of thought because I wasn't ready for that.
No, I mean, listen.
What I thought you was about to say. So
just gives some perspective. Like, look, if you know more about what's going on with your girl than you do your children, that's a problem. That's bad. Flag on the play.
What happened was, it just so happened my mom and his mom were sisters. I didn't have a choice. I just want y'all to know. Alright? So, I'm just playing the cards I was dealt here. That's all.
I think they were pretty decent hand. No? Still trying to figure it out?
Yeah. Day by day. We take it slow.
I need my brother here to back me up. No? I'm sorry. Her bestie is my brother.
You think he gonna be in here saying some reckless stuff? We gonna get him on the show one day.
I don't know if y'all ready for that. I don't know. What I just said is nothing compared to the way. He's
crazy.
Me times 3.
Yeah, I really did lose my train of thought, so I think that that's where that's at, because you were out here acting so crazy. The one thing I was gonna say is, Life on Audio is out, and we're gonna put the link below.
In the description.
And you guys can check it out. I'm not on it, so I don't want you guys to be upset, but it's still good. It's still really good. And maybe one day Ray will appreciate me and my musical talents, and he'll put me on track. But until then, Life on Audio is out.
In the description. How many times are you supposed to do this?
I don't know. They just keep pointing. Yeah, they just keep doing it. Listen to it. If you know Ray, he
Survive.
is
vulnerable. It's the one word to describe it.
It is.
Vulnerable.
It is. But it's put together really well. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm not one of those people that support, people who just be like, oh, listen to my mixtape on SoundCloud, because it be sounding like dookie. But this is legit. It is so much truth and passion, and I've been waiting like 3 years to hear it because he kept saying it was coming out, and it's finally out, and I understand why it took so long. So give it a listen, support. Also,
Mad times, all the fingers down.
June 25th, if you're in Hudson, get out and vote. If you're not registered to vote, in all honesty, and you know me and you know how to contact me, please let me know if you need support with that. I can help you. It's really important if you're eligible to vote.
All I'm gonna say is all hands on deck. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. I was gonna wear a T-shirt, but KK ain't let me buy one. So I'm just kidding, guys. But yeah, y'all know what to do on the 25th. There are a lot of really good candidates running for positions if you're in Hudson. So please, 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 it's so important to get out and vote. Ray's trash because he moved out of Hudson, but we won't go there right now.
What happened was.
But yeah, so also one more plug because we're supporting Black businesses all day and every day. Luxxe Nails, Shaquille Stewart White. It is open on Fairview. If you're from Hudson, please check it out. Disclaimer. She is having a baby soon, but the shop is still open. She's still there. Yes. Appointments are best,
She cool on the weekends,
Yeah, so check it out.
I gotta throw my shot.
That's fine.
One more business that I definitely got to show. Well, a page I got to show some love to because she's been super cool and just her energy has been great. And her and her sister, y'all girls, what up?
Yes. I am trash.
What up, y'all girls?
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Two amazing Black women who have happen to be sisters who have a channel. They are super dope. I'm actually gonna grab the link and throw that in the description as well, just because they do a lot of reviews on natural hair care products and things like that. Mm-hmm. Different ways to do your hair for the women out there who are natural products. I think they have this affiliation with Netter Gold, which is super dope. Yeah. They're great. We love them. I got my wife looking into their content and seeing what they do.
They have a YouTube page and a Facebook page. Yeah. And an Instagram page.
Yard Girls. YARDE. You see how we did that in sync? That's the bloodline. It's the bloodline. No? Sorry.
Alright, this guy's got weird, so.
Anyway.
Alright, so we are going to aim to put content out more consistently. Again, like, comment, subscribe. If there's anything you want us to talk about, let us know. If you want to join us one day, let us know. We're open to that. And
that's it. Peace.